Hello and welcome to Walk With Me, the podcast. I am your host, Marie-Eve Bédard, and today I'll invite you to embark on the journey that is as simple as it is profound, the act of walking together. Now, the name Walk With Me is intentional, me is my initials, Marie-Eve, but it also stands for me as in each one of us. So this podcast is a place where I want us to explore life, death, everything in between and beyond. Over the years, I've witnessed that growth and evolution can be daunting for a lot of people, but when we get out of our heads and walk the path together, something truly magical happens. We collapse time, we tap into our inner wisdom, and unlock amazing potentialities. So this journey is not just about walking. It's more than just putting one foot in front of the other. It's about exploration. It's about the deep connections we form with ourselves, with others, and with the world around us as we move through life. So together, we'll dive into the discoveries of science, the teachings of the heart, and the revelations of the soul. From the frequency of the Black Forest and journey where I live, I'll be added some sacred feminine wisdom and collective consciousness. We'll explore how everything shapes our lives and our path. So lace up your shoes and let's walk together on this path of growth and evolution. Hello and welcome back to a Walk With Me podcast. I am your host. I am Marie-Eve Bédard, and I am so glad to be coming here and talk about something that will definitely change your perspective on change, but also will really showcase what I think about change and how I operate in this world and how I help other women change your perspective on change and how we operate and how we make decisions and how we create a life that we love, that we thrive, that we, all the things. A few days ago, I was actually on social media and somebody was commenting on my post and we were having a conversation. And within the comments, that person said, I just hope that I'm not blocking somebody else from achieving their dreams, goals, or whatever it was, while I'm actually going for mine. And I was like, that's actually interesting that that person thinks that it has so much power over other people's lives and decision that they can actually truly block other people. That's the first thing. The second thing is from the other point of view, like the other perspective, if you actually think that somebody is blocking you from achieving your goals, then you're giving away a lot of power to that person instead of finding another way to get to where you want to go. And the other thing is, which is even more interesting, is that if I'm actually going for my goals, my dreams, my whatever life that I'm creating, and somebody feels like I am better at them or I am succeeding faster, I actually surely hope that they would come to me and say, hey, I just love what you're doing. I just love where you're going. I just love how you're doing it. Can you teach me? This is what mentorship is for. And it's not like a new age, whatever thing that we're experiencing right now. Mentorship has been there forever. When you think about trades and companionship and this mentoree relationship has always been there. We have just forgotten. We have just forgotten that we are social beings, that we are thriving when we are collaborating together, that we, there has been such an incredible wave since the 80s of evolve or die, adapt or die. This competition has been put forward. Darwin's words itself have been twisted and skewed in a direction that has never been meant to be. We are social beings, meaning that when we think about social structures, we're meant to rely on each other to advance, to evolve, to grow, to be connected with each other. So when we actually think, oh, I'm not going to do this because I may be in the way of somebody else. Well, if I'm in the way of somebody else, then that person needs to reclaim their power, right? And if they actually think that I'm doing something that is inspiring, that is impactful, that is influential, then I actually sure as hell want them to come and say, hey, I would love for you to show me. And not just show me in a way that like I want to copy you, like show me how I can actually use the tools to apply in my life. This is what we're doing in mentorship. And when we're coaches, we actually think that coaches have like their opinion matters. That's this conversation that I have all the time. Like, your coach opinion doesn't matter. Like, it has no, it doesn't matter. A coach is there to coach you, to build, to help you build a bridge from where you are to where you're going according to your own specific blueprint, your own codes. We have a lot of different codes that are from ourselves that we have learned in this world that we actually can help other people. But this coaching thing is not about telling you what to do. It's actually removing yourself as a coach from the equation so you can actually be supported in finding your own way, making your own decisions, align with the life you want to build. Like, a lot of people are telling me like, oh yeah, but Marie-Eve, I don't want to, like move in another country and be an expat. And I'm like, okay, but I just don't coach people in their expat journey. In fact, somebody that has a lot of vision, somebody is a trailblazer, a visionary, an explorer will say, hey, hold on a second. If you were able to do this in your life and to actually like embrace change in such a big way matter, I want you on my side. I want to know everything that you know. I want to know everything that you've lived through. I want to know what are your tricks when fears are coming, when doubts are coming, when you're exhausted, when your nervous system is dysregulated. How do you manage? How do you lead yourself through that? Whether the result is the same or not, it doesn't matter. Transferable skills are named that way for exactly that purpose. But people see the result all the time and they say, well, that's not what I want. And that's why we have so many people in the coaching industry that are disappointed because they are drawn to like, I have the 6-step method for you to do like XYZ. And it's like, it's somebody else's blueprint that you're trying to fit in your life. And you're just like saying like, why doesn't it what doesn't it work? Because it wasn't meant for you. And because you're outsourcing once again your power to somebody else because you think that they know better than your own self. And then you're setting yourself up for failure because it can't work. It's somebody else's blueprint that they're trying to sell you for direct application. It's not working like this. That's not the point, right? Like, and it's such heartbreaking to see when people coming to my spaces, when people are actually like realizing this, they're like, oh, hold on a second. Like, I never saw it this way. Okay, well, let's discuss this. Let's have a conversation around this. And the interesting thing is that being a change catalyst and a coach for people that actually are embarking in like real big life transitions, we always see that quote that says change is the only constant. Have you ever heard that? Change is the only constant. And the brain is actually wired for like status quo. It wants status quo. It doesn't want like it's really wired to like comfort. And it's so wired to comfort that it will actually like go into a lot of like comfortable discomfort before it actually moves into a place where they create something new that is actually like getting them in and evolving towards a result that is aligned with themselves. And for so long, I actually thought that it made sense. Change is the only constant. Like, when our brain is trying to grasp at the fact that everything is ever evolving and moving all the time, even a little thread of like consistency, of like constant thing, It's kind of like a lifesaver, like buoy that you actually like grapple on to keep yourself above the water, right? But the truth is that my experience, my life experience has shown me that that is not the truth. Change is not the constant. Change is not the constant. Actually, change is the result. Change is always a result. It's not a constant. If you actually look at like the definition of like different parts of equations, a constant is something that never changed, but change is always changing. Change is the result. What is the constant is your ability to make decisions, your ability to make choices, your ability to decide every single second of your life. And please do not think that when you're not making an active decision, that you're not making a decision. It's not like I'm making a decision or I'm choosing not to make a decision. It's actually, there's a whole bunch of decisions and possibilities that you can have. Not deciding is one of them. By not deciding, not choosing, you are actively making a decision to not make a decision, which yields a result all the time. So if you're not seeing any change the way that you want, you have to look at yourself. You have to look at where you are, always making the same decisions or not making the same decisions, where you're not deciding, where you're not choosing. This is your life. Stop outsourcing it to somebody else. Stop thinking that the answer is outside of you. Stop thinking that the responsibility doesn't belong to you. In fact, a lot of people are actually like in this cycle of outsourcing their power and outsourcing their responsibility and whatnot, which actually, like, when it's not working, well, they say that it's somebody else's fault. No, you're the one that made the decision to outsource your power. You're the one that made the decisions to transfer the responsibility to somebody else. The consequences are yours and yours only. It's not because you think that it's somebody else's responsibility that you transfer, that they should know better, they should do better, they should actually help you better if you're not showing up in your power for yourself. You lead your life. It's your life. Nobody else knows you the way that you know you. And when you find a coach that is actually really listening to what you're saying and really reflecting like a mirror what you are going through, so you can actually bridge those gaps that you have in your life on your way to where you want to go, on the result, the change that you want at the end, which is not a constant, remember, then your life changes completely. Completely. I want you to really let me know how this lands, because this is a really big piece. And this is a really big piece of my work and the perspective that I have with how do we evolve in this world? How do we grow? How do we explore? How do we make this life of ours? And to stop transferring the power elsewhere and then wondering why we feel powerless. Nobody took the power away. You just didn't claim it. I have a lot of things coming up. If you are feeling called to do the work with me, you can find me, you can email me, you can actually find me on social media. I will gladly have a discussion with you on where I can help you and support you and guide you in your own decoding of your blueprint. Your own blueprint. I am done for today. That's all I had to say. I hope that you have a fantastic day. I'm sending you so much love, and I see you, I feel you, and I love you. Take care. Thank you for being part of today's episode and walking with me. As the seasons of life shift, we hold the power to navigate our path with courage, intuition, and wisdom, and embrace change with an open heart, for within it lies the potential for remarkable growth and evolution. If this conversation resonated with you, please subscribe on your favorite platform, leave a heartfelt review, and share it on social media. If you know someone who would benefit from this episode, I'd be honored if you shared it with them. You can stay connected with me on social media, where I continue to share insights and inspiration. And for a deeper connection, you can join my Telegram community for exclusive content and real-time conversation. You'll find the link in the show notes. Until our next encounter, keep exploring, embracing change, and finding joy in every moment. And remember, you can always come back here and walk with me.